I'm the all-trades Jackal, and I don't know jack about Doctor Who. I'm gonna prove it. I made a video about properly representing queer characters in stories. And in that video, I misidentified Ncuti Gatwa as a gay man. He is queer. Identifies as queer. Glad we managed to start off on a strong moral footing. I referred to this character as Lizard Ruby, but I've been told that she is a bug. But is she a bug? I mean, she's got hair and scales and antennas. Okay. No, she's a bug. Alright, fine. I'll accept that. Although I should point out that I got something else wrong talking about this scene. We, talking about showing things change. Because she steps on a butterfly and she turns into that. And normally you don't see the present change like that in Doctor Who. And I said I hadn't seen any other examples of that. Someone pointed out Ruby Road. Okay. Yeah, sure, he turns around and Ruby's gone. Yeah. But he has to, like, leave the room. We don't ever see it. You know? Tell me this scene wouldn't have been better if it was Back to the Future and he was disappearing. Or if Ruby was still there and showed up and her mom was like, I have no daughter. I don't know. If there's, like, something that is actually happening in the present, it hits different. But, I don't know. Tell me if I've missed other ones in that regard, because I know I've missed other ones. Let's see. Oh, yes. After making a snide remark about this frame of Captain Jack riding on a bomb, like a cowboy, one viewer pointed out that this is an homage to Dr. Strangelove. And, of course it is. Like, I watched this episode so many times, and I've referenced Dr. Strangelove in at least one episode of this show. So, I guess that just makes me a poser squared.
Square. I bet he's not really writing anything.
Doesn't look like I'm writing on this, but this is invisible ink. That's how you know I'm taking this serious, okay? I only have so much of this invisible ink. I don't know how to transition out of this, so let's just play a round of... What's that name?
What is your name?
What's your name?
What's your name?
What's your name?
I'll call him Hamilton.
This is What's That Name? And we're going to just talk about all the names that I've gotten wrong over the last few episodes of Who Essays from the USAs. Let's see. Let's start with some reasonable ones, and we'll work our way into less reasonable ones. Series. I've called seasons series and series seasons. Yeah, that's my bad. It's really actually very simple. See, the classic era had seasons, and then the revival era has series, and then the Disney era has seasons. So, of course, how could I mess that up? That's so obvious and clear. I got that one wrong. Well, what else we have here? Oh, this is an old man moment. I made reference to an app called Paramount Prime. There is no streaming service called Paramount Prime. There is a streaming service called Paramount Plus and one called Amazon Prime. That wasn't me making a funny sardonic joke. That was me being an old man and confusing stuff. Calling Siri, Alexa, and whatever. Oh, it's getting bad. Let's see. Wraiths. Yeah, Wraiths. These guys from Father's Day. They're not called Wraiths. I've called them Wraiths in like 2 different videos. They're called Reapers. Of course they're called Reapers. I mean, what do they do? Look at them. Obviously. Kill the Moon is a pro-life story about what if the moon was an egg. You can imagine then why some viewers were confused when I accidentally said Day of the Moon instead, a silly romp about taking over the Apollo mission to the moon. Yeah, they have very different themes, those episodes, if you don't get the names right. you make strange claims about episodes that are very wrong. Davros doesn't have a wheelchair, by the way. Davros doesn't have a wheelchair. I said Davros's wheelchair in a previous episode. Obviously, he has a Mark I travel machine. I know that. Everyone knows that. We all know that. Look, I went off script talking about Davros, okay, and I couldn't think of what it was called in the moment, and I didn't want to and ha, and so I said wheelchair, and I knew in the moment it was wrong. I knew in the moment, and I should have taken another take, but, you know.
Let's move on. Don't you want to do another take yet? Looks like Big Baldy had a little trouble getting through the door. No, it's fine.
While we're on the subject of Daleks, there is no episode called Daleks Take Manhattan. That doesn't exist. There's an episode called Daleks in Manhattan and Angels Take Manhattan. Shout out to Paul Cornell, whose name I got wrong for an entire episode. I must have said his name wrong like 9 times. Called him Paul Corner. It's because I wrote his name in invisible ink and I didn't have mine with me to read it. But I should have just known. I should have just known. I was... last up is the Irish cop doctor. Who is that? That's not a thing. It's a name I said, but it doesn't mean anything. I'm told his name is Brennan. He's that guy from the Flux episodes about the Timeless Child. Yeah, that's the Irish cop doctor. Those are 3 words that mean nothing together. I just, again, I couldn't remember his name, and I was grabbing for things that described him. You know, I mean, he is the Irish cop doctor. Is there another Irish cop doctor? If you can find another one, that would prove that that name doesn't work. But okay, fine, it's not his name. His name is Brennan. Do you like that better, Brennan? Whatever. That was... What's that name?
What is your name?
What's your name?
What's your name?
What's your name?
It doesn't matter what your name is!
So, I think I've mentioned a couple of times now that something didn't work for me because a character survives in a way in which another character did not survive. Specifically, characters surviving things that were very similar to the circumstances of the death of Adric in Earthshock. And I've called out these episodes because I like Adric. That's my little buddy. It's my little dude. And he got done dirty. But unfortunately, the facts do not bear out because, as you all have pointed out, there was a Cyberman who damaged the TARDIS in Earthshock. So that is why the maneuvers that work for other characters could not save Adric. I'm also told that there's a book where Adric comes back that is not good, so I will not read it. That's just how that works. Only so much time, and there's a lot of books out there. Anything else? Oh, how could we not talk about Belinda Chandra? Got a lot wrong about Belinda Chandra, didn't I? Made a big deal about her having a cosmic destiny. Alright. I feel like you need the background on this in case you didn't see the episode in question. Like every white girl who steps on the TARDIS has a mystical cosmic destiny. Like, it's crazy, right? And like anyone with just the littlest bit of melanin either gets rejected or like blasted or like rejected or like, you know, it's just, it's a little bit questionable, and none of them have a grand destiny or like anything like that. But Belinda, we were so excited, we were so happy. I talked so loudly about how Belinda was the game changer because here she was being foreshadowed. Her coming was foreshadowed in another episode. She's got this weird connection to a space person. Okay, cool, what's going on? There's a mystery. She might have a cosmic destiny. I know we're all sick of that trope, but hey, we've seen it playing out how many times with white girls, so why not? Why not just one more time? If we're gonna do it one more time, like, why not? Like, I made some noise, and they made her a single mom. I was wrong, but I don't feel like I was in the wrong on this one. I feel like they messed up, so I'm gonna redact this one. This is not a correction. So I guess we need a new last correction. Oh, hey, here we go. About 2 months ago, I posted my first video in a long time because I'd been behind on things, and I promised that we were going to go to a bi-weekly schedule because that would help me keep up the pace. And in the 2 months since, I've put out one video, not counting this one. So,
The lie detective determined that was a lie.
yeah, that was a lie. But I'm gonna not make any promises because who gives? Who gives? The algorithm? Who gives? Man, I don't care. I don't care. Maybe that's the wrongest thing I've said so far, but all I want to know is what else I got wrong, because this is just scratching the surface, you know? This is just, I've got a bunch of videos. Feel free to go back and watch any of them and call me on my BS. Nobody I know will call me on it. I can't edit this. Yeah. I have to put it out there and then just be called out, and that is just the natural order, and I'm fine with that. And let the internet hold a record of how ignorant I am and how willing I am to learn. But this is just the beginning. Go find what else I got wrong. Stick around for the next video. Maybe it'll be out next week. You know, who knows? I don't know. I'm doing things over here, okay? I got a whole thing going on off screen that you don't even know about. And you won't. Because I got a private life, damn it. Anyway. Thanks for coming. I'll see you next time. I don't have anything on the next page. You can go now.
You expecting Sam Jackson show up with an eye patch and a saucy little leather number? Go.